Reliance Capital is in focus as well. It's completed its deal with Nippon. It completed 26% stake sale to Nippon Life, and the entire sales proceeds of 1,450 crore rupees has been received. Let's get in the management, Mr. Sam Ghosh, the CEO of Reliance Capital, to talk about this very deal. Mr. Ghosh, thanks very much for joining in. Firstly, congrats for the completion of the stake sale. Can you firstly run us through, the expectations in terms of synergies that are going to be flowing in the near future?
We managed to, we started this journey with Nippon Life in January this year when we signed an MOU. Prior to that, obviously, we had a transaction with Nippon Life in the last financial year on the life insurance side. On this transaction, we signed the definitive agreements with Nippon in March, and we had 7 regulatory approvals that we had to get to close this transaction. So since March to August, we've been working on those 7 regulatory approvals. Besides SEBI, RBI, the key regulators, we had EPFO and NPS, PFRDA rather, and then we had some overseas regulators also because we have subsidiaries in 3 or 4 countries overseas. So getting all these regulatory approvals took us 4 or 5 months, and that's why we've been able to, but however, finally we managed to get all the regulatory approvals, and we thank the regulators. And today we've managed to close the transaction. The transaction is about 1,450 crores for 26%. Nippon Life is paying Reliance Capital. And this makes this transaction, if you look at it in terms of valuing the Reliance asset management, it's about 5,600 crores, making it the largest transaction in the mutual fund industry space, as well as one of the largest transactions in the financial industry. Going forward, the way we want to operate is, we've already discussed this with Nippon, is we look at 2 or 3 areas of cooperation in the asset management space. One is in the area of managing some of Nippon Life's funds. Nippon Life has about $600 billion of funds under management. We would obviously look at managing some of their funds in India. The second area where we want to work together is where Nippon can help distribute some of our funds in international markets, especially Japan, where they're very strong. And we are obviously working on those 2 areas in this financial year to try and help our asset management company garner more and more AUM.
Right. By how much do you think this is going to help bring your debt down, this particular deal?
If you look at Reliance Capital itself, as of 30th June, we had about 18,000 crores of debt on Reliance Capital's books, of which about 13,000 crores related to the commercial finance business. So about 5,000 crores related to Reliance Capital holding company debt. This 1,450 crores that came in today will go towards reducing that debt. And going forward, we have some more transactions which we want to work on to be able to reduce the debt further. So obviously, our general insurance company, we are working on that transaction, and we are looking at liquidating some of our listed and unlisted investments at Reliance Capital level.
All right, Mr. Ghosh, really appreciate you taking all the time and speaking with us and highlighting the same for you, for us.
India's #1 news app just got even better. Download NDTV's new app. Fully optimized for retina display. Full screen view. Faster response time. And Sudoku. NDTV's new iPad app. Download now.